Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes? Matt here from YoVideogames. So if you're a regular here, then you know that the one game series to manage to warm the cockles of my cold, dead heart is the Zelda series. And if you follow Nintendo at all, then you know they recently dumped a video on YouTube last week of series producer Eiji Aonuma speaking directly to the camera and apologizing for the announcement of the delay of the next game on Wii U out of 2015. On the surface, this is nothing new for Zelda fans. In fact, a lot of us never believed the 2015 release at all. I was someone who did, based on the fact that they have nothing to fill that void for the holiday season. Well, either Iwata has the biggest balls in Japan for okaying the delay of their only major holiday title this year, or there's something else going on. It's that air of mystery that intrigues me most, and what I'm going to focus on rather than tell you how awful this year will be without Zelda. First of all, let's talk about the timing of this delay announcement. This came right the fuck out of nowhere and was not part of a direct and was not part of any investor meetings. Even more weird is that it was simply a single shot of Aonuma against a plain white background, and nothing else. This is the same person who said less than 3 months ago he was sure it would release in 2015. So what exactly happened in that time frame? According to the video, it was the discovery of new and exciting features that they wanted to implement and make the ultimate Zelda game. This is mostly a lot of PR double talk, and if you truly believe it's the only reason, then you're probably too fanboy for your own good. Every Zelda game is the ultimate or best Zelda game. They say the same thing through development of all of them. Remember how they could never imagine a Zelda game without motion controls? Yeah. So then what is really going on? A common and easy to believe theory is that they have run into some problems with the development. This would not be the first time this has happened to a mainline title. Twilight Princess went through T-table upendings, and Skyward Sword had to be restarted about twice. Looking at the footage from the Game Awards, people were very quick to point out how rough the game looked, especially zooming in at a distance. If the problem mostly lies in development troubles, then I would heavily suspect that they are going to be bringing in Monolith Soft to help with the tech and engine, probably sometime around May or June after Xenoblade X is all wrapped up for them. Again, this would not be the first time, and were in fact called in to help with the engine and rendering issues in Skyward Sword as well. However, I think there is more to this than simple development troubles. They could have easily provided some new media with the announcement, just like they did when Twilight Princess. However, just after a couple months of showing off-screen footage of themselves playing the title, they backpedaled and quickly and quietly dumped the news onto the world. Getting more to the point, Nintendo and Aonuma also quickly stated after the video announcement that Zelda would be skipping E3 entirely this year. This is where things start to get really fishy for me. We have known about this title since at least 2013, and at E3 2014 they showed actual footage of the game running in a pretty decent state. That was followed up by an in-game playable build 6 months later. This game was not in any early stages of conception. So to go from footage and playable builds, then to a year passing by, and within that year, they've decided not to show it at all the following E3, that is something that is not common in Zelda delays. The crazy assumption we all jump to is that the title is being moved to the NX. I'm not sure how confident I am about that, but I will say although it's crazy, I think I could possibly see a cross-gen port between Wii U and NX. Again, following in the footsteps of Twilight Princess before it. If it was being moved to a next-gen machine only, well, that's crazy on top of crazy. But this is Nintendo, and crazy is never that far out of reach for them. It still doesn't answer the question of what is Nintendo going to do for the rest of the year. The 2015 lineup looks like it's got a nice handful of unique, but fairly small-scale games. And when I mean small-scale, I mean they're sort of niche. They will satisfy the diehards, but likely little else. The answer lies in another Nintendo bombshell that was announced just before the Zelda delay. That answer is a 4-letter word that's pronounced DNA. Nintendo doesn't need a major Wii U title this holiday because Nintendo is going to be releasing its first mobile titles in fall 2015. The future you all feared has started to rear its head less than a month from announcement. The timing between Aonuma assuring fans of a 2015 release date, Iwata announcing a mobile partnership, and Zelda getting delayed is very small. Now, I'm not saying Zelda is going mobile, at least not the game that they showed, but I suspect this might all play a part in Nintendo slowly fading out the Wii U and using a huge open-world ultimate Zelda game on a next-gen system that offers more features and capabilities for the game. This could be used as a definitive statement to Nintendo's support for console gaming. The Wii U is never going to turn its luck around. It's pretty clear at this point, with multiple mainline Mario games, a Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, as well as Pikmin, a Zelda remaster, and Donkey Kong Country and Bayonetta, which, by the way, fuck any Wii U owner who doesn't own those last two games. Nintendo may have a big war chest, but it's never good to just bleed money because of fanboy morality concerning console lifespans. I have owned the console since launch day. I love it, but if it came down to getting a superior Zelda experience on a more powerful hardware versus limping the poor bastard system along, well, it's easy to decide. I'm not just talking about graphics either. Better hardware can lead to better gameplay experiences, especially with regards to massive open world games. So to summarize, I'm not all that crushed by the Zelda delay, but I am highly suspicious of the timing and real motivation. I'm not claiming anything or even trying to accurately predict what is really going on, but I can say that there's definitely more to this story than meets the eye. And no Zelda at E3, coupled with a part of Nintendo's booth probably being dedicated to mobile games, is going to be extremely weird, and I don't think I like it. Let me know what you guys think below, and I'll catch you guys on the channel. Later, dudes!